All right, so I came back to see if I could find that lady again, and she's right here. Hold on, let me show you. Well, that's not her, but it was in the same cart as that. Oh, that is her. That is her. She just waved and she drove away as soon as I came up. What the? There she goes. Well, I guess that's just what she does all day, is ride around gang-stalking people. And as soon as I came up, there she goes. I caught her talking to her handlers. All right, let's go see if this simulation thing's still here. Because I had this thought, what if I came back today and it's gone? And in the video, it's gone as well. It's like a Mandela effect, and it never was there. But all you saw it. They may erase it from reality, but we all saw it. So let's see if anything has changed. Oh, still there. It still says it's a simulation. As you can see, we're still in a simulation. Fuck. Alright, so I'm supposed to be back at the health fair, or the hellfire, as the captions called it, as someone pointed out. I just can't stand to be in government buildings. I'm not talking about the ancient, old world, beautiful buildings that they somehow took over and corrupted. I'm talking about just normal government run buildings are such a dead zone, an energy depletion entity. As soon as you walk in there, you just feel just the fakeness and the artificiality of it all, and being run by this force with the tentacles up everyone's ass, and everyone is in an NPC zombie-like drone state and just living in fictitious fantasy worlds and lands, and you're in there as an awake being like, oh my gosh, this is such a Truman Show-esque nightmare. And the funny thing is, which not funny but it's sad, is it's supposed to be a health fair, right? And I'm there at my booth, and I look around at the other booths, and everyone is just so unhealthy. Everyone's peddling stuff that is just so far from health. And the people who walk in there, walking around, everyone's unhealthy. It's like it's like an event where they put on, they're like, hey, look at us, we're doing good. We care about your health. We care about your health. So everyone come out and get healthy. And what's also funny is, so they're serving lunch yesterday, and so we're positioned like right by the table. It's this bar type table, and the lady who's running it, she's like totally Karen. She comes up, she's like, hey, I need you to get all your stuff off this table, and you need to scoot about 5 feet away from it. And mind you, we're all packed in there like sardines. This is a very small room, and we get positioned right by this buffet type bar table thing, and we have to be pushed further away into madness and chaos of the room. Let's move all our stuff. Anyways, so they're setting out all of this food for lunch, right? And it's a health fair, and they're setting out all these trays of sandwiches and like chips and GMO fake Franken food, and I can just read their energy and like their thought process. When they made this decision, they're like, hey, this is a health fair, we need to get healthy food, we need to like be an example. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these highly processed sandwiches that are the pinnacle of health, because I saw commercials about Subway, and Jared, that PDF who got caught later, he lost 1,000 pounds by eating Subway. So the brainwashing has soaked into my mind, and I think sandwiches, highly processed fake foods, and these meats and cheeses and breads and condiments that are full of all kinds of artificial preservatives and toxins are healthy. And we're gonna throw out all these trays of Franken fruit and Franken vegetables that are the size of your head because, oh God, look. Is this another part of the Gangstalking? Anyways, I'm supposed to be there right now, but I can't freaking bring myself to it. So I'm taking as long as I can. I took a detour. So anyways, yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. There is nothing healthy about sandwiches and Franken fruits and vegetables that are sprayed with pesticides and have been genetically modified. But here's the thing. These people don't understand anything about this reality. And the people coming to the booths, they're so out of shape and unhealthy, and you can just read their energy and like their mindset and stuff, and they're just so ignorant of what reality actually is. I'm not really trying to make fun of them. I'm just calling it as it is. It's just very sad to see. And the whole time I'm there, I'm just like, you have these bright fluorescent lights like shining down upon you, like prison lights, like watching your every move and like frying your spirit. It is just miserable in there. And that's the same with any government type building. It's just, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Anytime I have to deal with government buildings or people who work for the government, it's always the same story. It's always no one knows what they're doing. Everyone's just taking orders, not thinking, no independent thought, and just literally a cog in the system. And I can see that so clearly at this place. And it's just sad, the state of humanity, the state of people's consciousness. And it's even more of, it even brings more suffering to the person who's awake and conscious, because they see it for what it actually is. And there's no really words to describe it unless you know what I'm talking about. It's like prison bars that have been jutted over reality with the illusion of a normal, healthy, human-built world, when all around you see the bars of your imprisonment, and you see the other slaves and captives in their own bars and like literally being retarded and dumbed down to a state that they're literally just zombies walking around. I don't say this to dehumanize anyone, because if they were left alone and able to progress and grow and not be deceived and poisoned and toxified and brainwashed and programmed, they may have had a chance. Or maybe they're just not, I don't know, NPCs or just sleeper cells. I don't know, but it's just fucking sad and miserable to be awake in this existence and see and know what you do. And just to see everything around you just willing, I don't want to say willing, because it's like they're being deceived. So are they actually willing? I don't know. Well, since I'm wasting time, I got to go back now. I got to take the long road back. But another kind of gang stalking thing that happened last night was, I have this chair that's outside I like to sit in and think and do things. And it's kind of in this secluded spot, kind of in the shadows. So at night, it's really hard to see. And it's there. I always sit there, so I don't even think twice about it. Kind of like a routine. It's like a programmed response. And so somebody moved it. And I knew they moved it earlier on. but I just forgot they moved it. And last night I was going out there to sit down, and I walked to the spot. It was dark outside and the spot was super dark, but I thought I saw the outline of it. And because it's already in my subconscious mind, it led me to believe, oh yeah, it's there. So I'm holding like a cup of hot water. It's not super hot, but it's like warm, and something else. And I go down to sit in the chair, and the chair's not there. And I just fall super hard on my ass. Like just free falling. It almost felt like it was slow motion falling, but it was not slow motion. I fell hard because I believed the chair was still there. And the things that ran through my mind, I could have been upset, I could have been angry, like, what the fuck, man? Fuck this reality. But the thing that crossed my mind was America's Funniest Home Videos. I used to watch that show all the time, and I fucking laughed my ass off because it was so funny. And it's sad to see people's misfortune as funny, but when you paint it in a comedic light, it's funny. As long as no one's actually getting hurt, it's kind of funny. I don't know why we're programmed like that, but as this happened, I immediately thought of, these home videos of people like busting their ass and people in the audience and like worldwide just laughing at it. And I pictured this. I pictured myself falling, like believing there was a chair there, falling straight on my ass, spilling the water everywhere, and the other thing I was holding just flying up like confetti. And I just laughed so hard about it because it was so comedically just sinister, but funny. And it's not funny that we're being tortured, right? But just the imagery I had of like, wow, this is totally like one of those America's Funniest Home Videos moments where people are just like set up to like look at me and laugh and watch. And I just laughed along with it because I'm not gonna be I'm not going to be held down by this oppressive force. I'm gonna laugh at the things that are, because I would have laughed, right? I would have laughed if I saw it, and I did see it in my mind's eye. I saw it and it was hilarious. So that's just a little funny side note. Yeah. So it's just a sad, depressing world when the veil has been lifted from your eyes. But I can laugh at myself, right? Like, I'm not this like perfect Jesus type figure where like nothing I do is wrong, and I can't make fun of or laugh at myself for the stupid, idiotic things that I do that were pre-scripted and programmed, and to see if I was gonna, fall for it, and I fell for it, and everyone's laughing at me now. Yeah, so you don't have to look at reality as like everything is 100% pre-programmed, destined, and scripted, and there's nothing you can do to act outside of the script. I see it as like it's scripted in a way as the environment and things kind of are scripted by some kind of director. Whether they play out or not, it's kind of like a live reality TV show kind of thing where they're scripted to play out a certain way, and sometimes they do, and sometimes there's things that happen that stop it or hinder it or kind of redirect it and something else happens. But the main takeaway is, okay, so things may be orchestrated and scripted, and you may have scripted responses and reactions and triggers, right, that have been programmed into you. But how you break free of that is you realize that, hey, I don't have to react the way they want me to react. I can laugh at myself busting my ass and move on. Yeah, it may have been forethought. Oh, we're gonna like organize this whole scenario where he's gonna bust his ass, spill everything all over him, get mad, get upset, like, oh fuck you, like this life is ridiculously horrid, which it is. But I just turned it around on these motherfuckers and said, you know what, that was funny. But I'm not laughing because of my suffering. I'm laughing because I'm capable of laughing at myself. So F off. Well, okay, I'm here now, so Here we go. Gosh, the energy suck. Thank the Lord that we got to leave early. I'm freaking free of that God-forsaken place. I just wanted to add that I don't think there's any like moral high ground or like moral superiority or anything like that in eating like healthier foods or not. I'm not trying to make it out that way. If you yourself are unhealthy or eat, poisonous, toxic foods, that's your thing, and there's nothing like morally superior about not doing it. It's just what's the word? It's not morally superior. It's just wiser and smarter not to do that, because it ultimately brings you more suffering and headache, heartache, and diseases and whatnot. That's not really caused by us. It's caused by this freaking realm and what they do to it in order to bring us more suffering. So for me, it's just smarter to eat healthier. We have to eat. We have to do all these bullshit things to upkeep the meat suit. I don't want to poison and toxify it more. You may have a different approach. That's fine. If you're fat and unhealthy, you don't deserve to suffer either way. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just the cognitive, conscious abilities and the processing of information and the ignorance and stupidity that's been programmed unconsciously into all of us, and then we see it in the world around us. That's what I was talking about. Not necessarily making fun of them and saying, ha ha, look at these people, they're so stupid, and look at them squirm and suffer. No, I don't really, in my heart of hearts, I don't really want suffering or superiority complex because I'm more awake. I don't really, that's not my intention. So if you're fat, be fat. Just your consciousness needs to be the one that's awake. Do what you can to help further that. And eating toxified bullshit is hindering that. So, there you go.